20 million people trapped in metal boxes, honking, waiting, sweating. This is Lagos, Africa's fastest-growing megacity. The city the world knows for traffic jams that last 6 hours, for chaos that never sleeps. But what if everything you thought you knew about Lagos was wrong? What if I told you that hidden within this concrete jungle lies Africa's longest canopy walkway, secret beaches accessible only by boat, mangrove forests older than Nigeria itself, a floating village of 100,000 people living entirely on water, and a cultural heritage so rich it makes the chaos make sense? This isn't the Lagos you see on the news. This isn't traffic and smog and struggle. This is the Lagos even Nigerians don't know exists. The green heart beating beneath the concrete skin. The wild soul refusing to be tamed. And if you're watching this video from Lagos right now, asking yourself, where is this place? That's exactly why you need to keep watching. Because the paradise you've been dreaming of escaping to has been here all along. Kilometer 19, Lekki-Epe Expressway. Every single day, thousands of Lagosians crawl past this spot in traffic, staring at their phones, cursing the gridlock, dreaming of anywhere but here. And every single day, they drive past 78 hectares of protected wilderness they've never entered, never even thought to enter. Lekki Conservation Center. The moment you walk through that gate, Lagos transforms. The car horns fade to whispers, the exhaust fumes become fresh air, carrying the scent of mangrove flowers. And suddenly, you're walking through a forest that predates every building, every road, every traffic light in this entire city. Mona monkeys leap overhead, wild, free, unbothered by the skyscrapers visible through the trees. Nile crocodiles bask in hidden pools. Over 90 species of birds nest in branches that were here before Lagos was even called Lagos. And rising above it all, a structure that breaks African records. 401 meters long, 22 meters high. That's 7 stories above the forest floor. The longest canopy walkway in Africa. It sways. Every step you take, the whole structure rocks gently, reminding you that you're suspended above the wilderness on nothing but cables and faith. If you've never been here, if you're one of the millions driving past this place every single day, this is your sign. Pause this video, open Google Maps, and save this location, because you need to experience this before you die. Now, hit that subscribe button because what comes next will absolutely blow your mind. Behind you, the megacity. Towers of glass and concrete reaching for the sky. 20 million dreams stacked on top of each other. Ahead of you, the wilderness, an endless sea of green that refuses to surrender. That was here first, that will be here last. And you realize something profound. Lagos isn't built on nature, Lagos is built within nature. The forest tolerates the city, not the other way around. But this forest, it's just a beginning, because 96 kilometers east of here lies a water world so pristine, scientists couldn't believe what they found. Keep watching. 96 kilometers. That's all it takes for Lagos to completely change its face. The skyscrapers shrink, the traffic thins, the megacity's grip loosens, and you arrive at a place most Lagosians have only heard about in stories. Ibeju. A fishing town that exists in a different century, where wooden canoes still outnumber cars, where time moves with the tides. And from here, you enter one of West Africa's greatest secrets, the Epe mangroves. 96 kilometers of interconnected waterways winding through ancient forests, a labyrinth so vast, so complex, that locals say you could spend a lifetime exploring and never see it all. The roots twist into impossible architecture, tunnels carved by nature over thousands of years, chambers where sunlight barely reaches, passages so narrow the canoe barely fits through. This is Lagos 500 years ago, before colonizers, before oil, before concrete, before everything that made Lagos Lagos. These roots are miracle workers. They filter pollution, they protect coastlines from erosion, they absorb more carbon dioxide per acre than rainforests. They're the reason Lagos can still breathe. And scattered throughout these mangroves are communities that have fished these waters for generations. Villages where children learn to paddle canoes before they learn to walk. Life here moves without traffic lights, without deadlines, without the megacity's relentless pressure. Now here's something that sounds impossible. In 2019, German scientists came here to test the water quality. In the middle of one of Africa's most polluted megacities, they found water so clean, filtered by these mangrove roots, that it met international drinking standards. These mangroves have been purifying Lagos for millennia, silently, invisibly, without anyone noticing or thanking them. As the sun sets, the waterways become liquid fire, the canoes become silhouettes, and you understand something crucial. Lagos isn't just chaos. Lagos is also this: pristine, ancient, enduring. Comment below, "I'm visiting Ipe Mangroves," if this just made your bucket list. And don't you dare leave now, because next, we're taking you to a place 98% of Nigerians have never heard of, a luxury oasis with 14 lakes and Africa's best golf course, hidden right here in Lagos. Stay tuned. Kilometer 35, Lekki-Epe Expressway. Hidden behind gates that most drivers never notice sits 308 hectares of something absolutely impossible: Lockaway Lakes Golf and Country Estate. 14 man-made lakes surrounded by championship golf courses, Balinese-inspired cottages nestled in tropical palm groves, white sand bunkers that look like they belong in Scotland. They call it West Africa's best-kept secret, and they're not exaggerating. This is Lagos, transformed, where stressed executives come to remember what silence sounds like, where families cycle past Lake Number 7 at sunset, where the only honking comes from geese landing on water. 308 hectares of deliberately designed peace, nature curated, wilderness tamed just enough to be accessible. You can fish in these lakes, you can paddle across them, you can play 18 holes of championship golf while hornbills fly overhead. And when you're done, you can watch the sunset over fairways that look like they were painted by someone who forgot that Lagos is supposed to be chaos. Lockaway is luxury, but next, we're taking you to beaches so pristine they'll ruin every other beach for you forever. Beaches you can only reach one way, by boat. Don't go anywhere. Here's what most people don't know. Lagos isn't one piece of land. Lagos is dozens of islands scattered between the lagoon and the Atlantic Ocean, and some of them can only be reached by water. 20 minutes from Victoria Island's chaos lies Tarkwa Bay, an artificial sheltered beach where the waves calm down and time slows down. This beach is Lagos's escape hatch, where families come on weekends to remember what peace feels like, where surfers catch West African waves, where you can rent a cabana for $5 and spend the entire day doing absolutely nothing. The waters here are protected from the Atlantic's fury, calm enough for children, perfect for swimming, safe enough to forget you're in a megacity of 20 million people. And at sunset, when the sky turns purple and orange and the Lagos skyline glows in the distance, you realize this is still Lagos. You never left Lagos. Lagos just has layers most people never discover. But if Tarkwa is Lagos's public beach, Ilashe is its private paradise. 30 minutes by speedboat from Victoria Island, an island so exclusive, so untouched, it feels like it belongs in the Maldives. White sand stretching untouched, water that's so clear you can see your shadow on the lagoon floor, palm trees that lean toward the ocean like they're trying to touch it. And here's what makes Ilashe magical. It sits between two worlds. On one side, the Lagos Lagoon, calm, protected, peaceful as glass. On the other side, the Atlantic Ocean, wild, untamed, waves that have traveled 3,000 kilometers from South America to crash here. One island, two oceans, two personalities, just like Lagos itself. Families have lived on Ilashe for generations, fishing both the calm and the chaos, existing in perfect balance between tranquility and turbulence. Drop a comment if these islands just changed everything you thought about Lagos. And keep watching, because next, we're taking you to a place that will challenge you. A floating community of 100,000 people living entirely on water, the Venice of Africa. This is where Lagos gets real. From the third mainland bridge, you can see it. a sprawling settlement that shouldn't exist, yet refuses to disappear. Smoke rising from thousands of homes, wooden structures built on stilts, stretching across the Lagos Lagoon as far as the eye can see. Makoko, the floating village, the Venice of Africa, home to over 100,000 people who live their entire lives on water. These aren't houseboats. These aren't temporary shelters. These are homes, schools, churches, markets, hospitals, an entire city built on wooden stilts driven deep into the lagoon bed. Children here learn to paddle before they learn to walk. It's not a skill, it's survival. The waterways are their streets, canoes are their vehicles, the lagoon is their world. Makoko's economy runs on fishing. Men cast nets at dawn. Women smoke the catch in traditional ovens. The smoked fish from these waters feeds Lagos's markets. It's on dinner plates across the megacity. Most people eating it have no idea it came from here. And yes, there's a school here, a floating school, built from wooden planks and plastic barrels, designed by architects who understood that if the city won't come to these children, you build the school on the water. Life here isn't poverty, it's adaptation. It's humans refusing to be defeated by circumstance. It's creativity born from necessity. But let's be clear about something. Makoko isn't a tourist attraction, it's a community. Real people live here, families, children with dreams, elders with stories. If you visit, you're not visiting a zoo, you're entering someone's neighborhood. Be respectful, ask permission, hire local guides who give back to the community. Don't take photos of people without consent. Don't reduce their lives to content. Makoko challenges Lagos. It challenges Nigeria. It asks uncomfortable questions about development and displacement, about who belongs in a megacity and who gets pushed out. But it's also proof of something beautiful: human resilience, the refusal to disappear, the determination to exist even when the world says you shouldn't. We've shown you nature, we've shown you hidden paradises. Now we're taking you into Lagos's soul, its culture, its history, its art. This is where you understand why Lagos is the way it is. Keep watching. To understand Lagos, you need to understand Nigerian creativity, the art, the culture, the history that shaped this megacity. Nikkei Toko Art Gallery, 4 floors, over 8,000 pieces of Nigerian art, paintings, sculptures, textiles, beadwork, every piece telling a story about who Nigerians are. The founder, Nikkei Davies Okundaye, started with nothing and built this cathedral of African creativity. This is Lagos's soul visualized, colorful, defiant, unapologetically Nigerian. And it's not just a museum, it's alive. Artists work here, weavers create traditional aso-oke fabric, sculptors carve wood, the culture breathes. Then there's the National Museum, where Nigerian history is preserved in bronze and terracotta, ancient Nok sculptures from 500 BC, traditional regalia from Nigerian kingdoms, the first car to enter Nigeria. Every artifact here is a reminder. Lagos wasn't born in chaos. Lagos inherited layers of civilization going back millennia. The chaos is new, the culture is ancient. And if you want to understand Lagos's pain, you drive west to Badagery. This is where the transatlantic slave trade left its mark, point of no return. The beach where millions of Africans were forced onto ships, never to see home again. Chains, shackles, dungeons, the history Lagos carries in its bones. Standing here, looking at the Atlantic, you understand something. Lagos's resilience isn't new, it's inherited. This city has survived horrors and refused to break. That's why the chaos doesn't defeat it. Lagos has endured worse. If this is giving you chills, hit that like button and drop a comment telling me which location shocked you most, because we're about to wrap this up with something powerful. Stay with me. So which Lagos is real? The Lagos of 20 million people, exhaust fumes and endless honking? Or the Lagos of Africa's longest canopy walk, suspended above ancient wilderness? The Lagos of pollution and chaos? Or the Lagos of pristine islands and water so clean, scientists couldn't believe it? The Lagos of slums and struggle? Or the Lagos of 14 shimmering lakes and championship golf courses? The Lagos of traffic jams? Or the Lagos of profound history and unbreakable spirit? The answer is all of it. Lagos is all of it, simultaneously, unapologetically. The megacity is real. The traffic is real. The struggle is real. But so is this. The forests breathing while the city suffocates. The mangroves filtering poison into purity. The islands offering escape without leaving. The culture refusing to be erased. The history demanding to be remembered. Lagos is not one story. Lagos is not just chaos. Lagos is a megacity built on top of an ecosystem that refuses to surrender, a culture that refuses to die, a spirit that refuses to break. And maybe that's the most Lagos thing of all, the refusal to be just one thing, the insistence on containing multitudes, the traffic, the forest, the ocean, the art, the history, the future. All one, all Lagos.